Okay, so I don't know how to start this. I don't know if my safety will be compromised any further, but if I don't make it back to Magnesium Peak in time, I wanted to give some context. They know my name, so I'm not afraid to share it. My name is Harrison, I'm sure. My last couple uploads were probably confusing, and a few of you were asking if I was schizo or anything along the lines of that. I am not. I just got way too deep into something that would end up being a nightmare in real time. I was originally a viewer of this channel just like you. The videos would randomly pop up in my recommended, and it was so interesting to me. It seemed the original poster was descending into a madness I didn't understand. Yes, I laughed and took the bait, but that was such a fucking mistake, and now I'm still paying for it. In early 2023, I got the notification for the last video Raphael ever uploaded. This is a significant name, and I will never stop saying it. For him and the rest, and the coordinates were surprisingly close to where I grew up, and I was already visiting my parents. So I showed up, and the laptop was sitting there like it was waiting for me. Upon obtaining it, I immediately went back to my hotel and deep dove everything I could. Raphael Farron, the only user on the laptop, and he left the passcode on a post-it note on the inside screen. What I found horrified me. Hundreds of documents of gibberish were the more recent things I seen, just ramblings about the things he was feeling inside his head. As I went further, it began to make more sense to me. He was just a bushy-tailed young adult that wanted to be an entertainer like the likes of many. Drafts of reviews of old Pixar and DreamWorks movies. I wanted to find out what happened to him and what he meant in his last videos. His email was left signed in, and I seen the typical things, emails to his grandparents and from old subscription. Then around August of 2022, he was being reached out to for an opportunity to go on a retreat, specifically geared towards people who were down on their luck and wanted success in the world and technology and being a better person. This place, this fucking tragedy of a spot. Magnesium Peak, a sectioned off region in Oregon. I've never heard of the place, and neither has my 60-year-old mother. They ushered him in, promising scholarships and job opportunities, and like any struggling young adult would, took this opportunity. In under a year, his mental was declining. I am willing to release these documents and videos if it will mean anything or help the situation. He kept the diaries, and it seemed when he had a clear mind, he tried to share that to you all, in the only way he could. This man, this entity, whatever the hell you want to call him, he goes by the Creator. This man was doing despicable things to people. This poor fucking kid just wanted a new lease on life and got himself into something he was never able to get out of. Despite his wavering sanity, he logged really important information about this place, about this man. It was almost like he knew what was going to happen to him in the end. After I began to follow his leads and backtrace the things he was saying, I started looking into dark web forums, people in the area, and things like that. I truly didn't realize my stupidity in the moment. I got a phone call at around 3 a.m. my time. Words that will never leave my head. A pre-recording open message type of deal. You are receiving a call from your friends at Magnesium Peak, where your dreams become reality, and you can ascend to greatness. Press 1 to accept this blessing. Press 2 if you are experiencing severe distress. And remember, the Creator always chooses you. At face value, it seems like one of those Jehovah's Witness lines, But the more I think about it now, I just think it was a way for them to log the information of people they could prey upon or try to shut up. I was immediately filled with a fear that I've never felt before. How the fuck did they even get my number? This is where I felt as though I was on the brink of losing my sanity. At night I swore I'd seen people walking around the acre I own, weird cars in places I've never seen. I even got a letter in the mail from an aunt that had no way of sending one because she is intubated in the hospital. It's like every moment I was looking over my shoulder and I just couldn't get past some of the things I've seen on this laptop, what he felt, how scared he was, just things that creep into your brain. I moved from that place after I felt like I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to be closer to my parents and my friends, and it seemed like things were getting better again. Until earlier last month, I finally got a call back from a potential lead, some lady that claims she knows of this place and is willing to let me sit down and talk to her. I know it probably seems extremely stupid, but as a man with nothing to lose, I want to feel like I can make a difference. I want to get in and expose this place for what it really is. I'm not afraid anymore. I know even speaking about this, some of them are listening and might be watching. This lady could even be a trap. But I'm going to make sure to document every bit of this. For them. So yeah, if anyone has any concerns, I'm willing to answer them. I will continue to give updates as I can, and I will do my best to show you all that I know so far. So no, I'm not crazy, I'm not schizo, and I'm sorry I waited so long to speak on this. I'm really fucking scared moving forward, but I feel as though this is what I'm meant to do. If you will take anything from this, don't go looking like I did, and if one of them are watching, you won't bind me to the same chains that you did to Raphael, to Emma, to the rest of them out there. And Raphael, if you are still out there somewhere, I promise you there's still hope, and that there are people out there looking for you. But for now, I need to stop talking. I'm starting to get panicky. Thank you all for listening.